Good morning! I am currently whisking my matcha and I'm actually still so obsessed with this little matcha set that I got on Etsy. I think the seller was called something like Nordic Pottery and I'm just obsessed with this set. So I'm making myself an iced matcha and I have just been in kind of a rut recently. I feel like I kind of have talked about it, but I also haven't really talked about it. I feel like for me this has so many like different parts to it, but I feel like something that is very relatable. I feel like I have talked about this before. Being in your 20s can be so confusing because I feel like there's this like huge pressure on having your life all figured out and everything like that, and I feel like that is something that I have been struggling with for literally, I would say months, but also maybe years. Like work-wise and everything, I just don't know what I want to do. And there's nothing really wrong with that because I do feel like this is very, like this can be very relatable because I feel like so many people in their 20s are going through this. In the meantime, I do have to actually make my matcha. I'm gonna use my star-shaped ice cubes because that just makes everything a little more fun. I do feel like personally for me, I do feel that pressure a lot, and I also do know that I also put this pressure on myself quite often because I always feel like I need to do more and I need to do different things and I need to do this and that. And currently we're planning our summer trip and I'm partly self-employed and there is this huge pressure on having to finish so many things before we go. I will actually talk a little bit more about this later in the vlog, but as I said, I was in a little bit of a rut and I just was struggling so much with filming because I was putting so much pressure on it, and also I was just feeling like I was so behind on things, which I still kind of am a little bit, which I hate to be like this, but I will also talk a little bit more about that because it's quite a long story. But the past like week and a half, 2 weeks-ish, I just haven't been filming and I just feel like I needed a little bit of a break, and I also didn't upload a video last week, so maybe you could have noticed that, or maybe you could have noticed in my recent videos because I do feel like I wasn't really myself in the past few videos and I was just a bit, I don't know, in a slump, I guess you could say. So I took a little bit of time off and now I'm so motivated to get back into filming because I love filming so much and I know that I shouldn't put pressure on it because that's when it becomes less fun, but for me it is the most fun in the world. So I'm really excited to be making videos again, so I'm just gonna take you along for a couple of days. Right now, like today, I'm working from home. It's a really gloomy day actually. I went for a walk this morning and I have a workout class booked later in the day, and now I'm gonna make my matcha to kind of romanticize my work from home days because I have a few to-dos today that I just don't want to do. And it wasn't just filming, I feel like I was kind of out of touch with all of my routines, so I'm just really excited to be just kind of slowly getting back into all of those routines today and filming for YouTube and everything like that. I'm very excited. We still need to actually do it, but I think we'll be fine because I already went for a walk this morning and I journaled and I have a Core 40 class booked at like 4:30 p.m. Usually I don't really like booking classes like later in the day, but I just already knew I wasn't gonna have the easiest wake up this morning, so I didn't want to book like a very early workout class, and I just really wanted to go back to Core 40. And I've said this before, I'm usually really late with booking my workout classes, so I obviously had no opportunity to book a Core 40 class except for in the middle of the day because those are the only classes that are not completely full all the time. So I booked one at like 4:30 p.m. and I haven't been in like over a month, so I'm quite nervous actually. But we'll make it work. Right now we're just gonna enjoy our matcha and work from home. I've been actually mostly drinking coffee recently, so I'm really excited to be having a matcha today. I feel like everything I just said made absolutely no sense, so I will try and give a little bit more of like a detailed explanation later in the vlog, because I just can't do two things at the same time. So making a matcha and trying to talk to you guys might have not been the best idea. So I will try and explain it later, but first we have a few work to do. I feel like I can talk right now, so I'm just gonna get back to work now. Guys, oh my god, I hope you can hear me, but I just came out of my hot Pilates class and I'm so sweaty. It was honestly so hard, but as I said yesterday, I haven't really been to like any sort of Pilates recently. So yesterday the core 40 and then today the hot Pilates. It was a lot, and I also have to go for a run today, which is so not the plan. Like usually I don't do 2 workouts in a day, but I had so many ClassPass credits left that I had to use up because otherwise they will expire next week. And it's really annoying because a few months ago I didn't really work out a lot, and then I had so many ClassPass credits left that I now still need to use up because I'm still behind on using all of those. So because of that, I'm actually walking to a Juice Brothers now, because with ClassPass credits you can also get like food and drinks. So since I literally don't have any other moments this week that I can use up these credits, I'm just gonna get a juice, and then I'm also gonna get one for Yup. And then hopefully next month I can finally catch up on all of these credits, because I don't want to do 2 workouts today, but today is just necessary because I also don't want the credits to just expire. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the Juice Brothers, pick up the juices, walk home and try them, because I'm actually quite excited because I've never actually tried one of those juices before. And yeah. I just made an iced coffee and I look absolutely ridiculous because I didn't want to put on like an actual outfit, so I'm wearing these like lounge pants and my robe. I have genuinely been living in this robe the past few weeks. I got this from, technically I got it from H&M, but it is from Arket. And oh my god, I have been wanting to get a robe like this for so long, and I always had my eyes on the Brooklinen ones, but when I found out the customs and shipping and everything like that was so expensive, I decided not to get that one. And now I found this one and I'm honestly so happy with it. It's so comfy and I have just been living in it. It's so nice, and especially because I have a run to do later today, I didn't want to get like fully ready, so I put on my most comfy outfit, because other than that I'm not leaving the house today. So we've also been really into iced coffees again. For some reason I either like it really sweet or not sweet at all, and I usually have these phases where I don't want them like very sweet, so now I mixed a little bit of maple syrup in with the espresso, which actually doesn't make it too sweet, but it's a really nice taste. I actually really like it. And I don't know what it is about like our beans or our coffee machine, but when I make a coffee at home, like usually I don't really feel the effects of caffeine that much. Like I don't actually need coffee to wake me up, but I do feel it when I drink too much caffeine. Because when I order like an iced coffee at a cafe, they're usually a lot less strong. Like when I make a coffee at home, they're so strong. Like I already added a bit more milk than I usually do, but they're really strong. And after like an iced coffee, I don't really have that with like a cappuccino, but with iced coffee I just feel like I just get so like jiggly afterwards. But I do think in cafes they also use like a double espresso, but I don't know, for some reason the coffees at home just taste so insanely strong, so I can't actually have like more than one a day. I already try not to do that, but sometimes you just want like another coffee. But it is really good. I love my iced coffees at home. They're just a little bit strong. But I came back from my Pilates class, which was very rough, and I tried the Juice Brothers juices, and one of them was so, I wouldn't say bad, it's just not something that I would like to drink because it had like kale and spinach in it and like celery, and the ingredients I was already like, okay, am I gonna like this? It was like an like proper green juice, and it was, oh, I couldn't even drink it. But the other one, the kind of red one, I think it was something like dragon's fruit, something like that. That one was actually quite nice. I actually really like that one. And right now it's actually already 1 p.m. Like that's actually, oh my god, a pigeon next to my window. If you didn't know, I'm actually really scared of like pigeons and birds, and oh, it's flying away. Yay. Anyways, I've just been working this morning, and I talked a little bit about this yesterday, but I wanted to kind of give you a little debrief of everything that I was saying, because I feel like I was not making any sense. But basically the past few weeks I was kind of feeling a bit off and like very stressed and everything like that, and I feel like my YouTube has been kind of lacking because of it, because of those things. I was just not really in the mood to film, because I feel like when I'm stressed I just want less things to think about, and with YouTube it's kind of not thinking about it. Like when you're just filming the things that you do, you're not thinking about it, but you are thinking like, oh, what kind of video can I make? Like you're thinking of titles and you're thinking of things that you're gonna do that week, and it still requires some planning. And I feel like with all those things going on and just not feeling the best, I was just not really in the right headspace to also film. So last week I didn't upload a video, but I felt so bad about it because I love YouTube so much, and I don't want YouTube to be the first thing that goes when I'm busy or stressed. So we are back to filming and I'm so excited about it, but I want to go on a holiday in June, and we didn't go last year because we obviously bought an apartment, and now we're at this point where we're both like, oh my god, I want a freaking holiday. Like we both just need and want a proper holiday. So we have come up with a plan, like a travel plan, kind of. We're not completely sure with like all the details, but we want to go to Asia for like 2 to 3 weeks in June, and that does mean for me that I need to finish all of my work before that. And basically if you work in social media you might relate to this, but if you go away in June you already need everything for July ready to be uploaded, like social media wise. So basically for me this means that I have to do 2 months of work in 1 month this May, and I already have like a lot of obligations and other things that I'm working on this month, so it's already like a really busy month. I do really love May. I might be a little bit biased because May is my birthday month, but I absolutely love May. But this year it's just like insanely busy, and then I also need to do everything for like the month of June and July because I'm partly self-employed, but for my actual job that's also on social media, so I still need like to have everything for July ready. Basically it's just a lot, and it requires a lot of planning and just extra hours of work this month, which is not a bad thing, but I just get like a little bit stressed about it because I'm like already thinking like, oh, if I don't finish that, how am I gonna enjoy a holiday? Like how am I actually gonna take the time off if I don't finish everything? But then I'm like, okay, but I do need to finish everything. So I know either way it's gonna be fine, but right now it is a little bit stressful for me, and I'm already like a little bit of like stressed person, if that's how you would say that. But it's just a lot, and I feel like that is just the only thing that's been on my mind the past few weeks, and that's why I have just been like thinking about everything like so much, and I just need to plan everything really well this month and also try to still enjoy all of the other things like my birthday. I have a half marathon. I'm gonna be a content creator at a wedding, which I'm actually really nervous for because I've obviously never done anything like that before. I'm attending a wedding as well, which I've also never actually done before. So there's a lot of exciting things, but apart from that, I need to do a lot of work in between. So I'm just gonna try and take you along. Now you might know why my mind has been so chaotic, because there's just a lot in here right now. But this week is also just a bit chaotic because I have a few things that I've been putting off for literally months, and this week I'm doing those things, but they do take up a lot of time, and they're also in the middle of the day, which is kind of frustrating. But I'm also like trying to be flexible, because when a hairdresser calls you and she's like, I can't do the appointment like late in the day, can you come earlier? Who wouldn't be flexible and say yes? But I made an appointment for tomorrow, and then like literally 2 hours later I got a text asking if I could come in earlier, so I said yes. Then I also made an appointment for Friday at a different hairdresser, and then today I got a call like, can you come earlier? And I was like, yes. The one on Friday is actually not too bad, but the one tomorrow is now at like 1 p.m, which is in the middle of the day, and usually I get so annoyed if something is in the middle of the day because I just can't really do anything beforehand, because I'm like, okay, I need to leave soon, and then I also can't really concentrate anymore after that. But honestly, this month we have absolutely no choice. Like, we just need to grind whenever we can. So yeah, right now I'm actually not grinding. To be fair, I'm not working right now. I have a couple of more work to do later in the day, but today is actually a national holiday in the Netherlands. Not everyone is off work, like Job also still needs to work today, but I wanted to take it a bit more easy and also do things that I enjoy doing, because there's actually like 4 national holidays in May, and I'm not really taking the time off for those national holidays. Like, I'm still working, but today I was like, this afternoon I just don't want to work, but I want to work on some things that I love so much. So I'm actually gonna edit my YouTube video, because I'm uploading that tomorrow, and I'm very excited to be back on YouTube. So that's what I'm gonna work on, and then I have a few more work things to do later today, but right now I just want to focus on YouTube for a little bit. And then I also need to go for a run. I don't really want to, because my knee is kind of acting up a little bit again, because last week I was kind of lacking in my physio exercises, so I need to get on that this week as well, because I have a 16-kilometer run this weekend. I'm so nervous, but I do feel like if I can do this, I can definitely hopefully finish my half marathon. I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to actually hit like a good time, which I feel like I should let go of, but I still want to kind of try to get like a good time, which I don't know if that's gonna happen, but we'll see. I have like a 5-kilometer easy run today, which is not too bad, so we're just gonna get that done, and other than that, be at home in my lovely robe, and yeah. I am about to go to the hairdresser, and I'm honestly really nervous because I never go to the hairdresser and I never actually do something with my hair, and it has finally been getting a bit longer, which I actually really like. But the last time I went to the hairdresser is almost exactly a year ago, so it is very overdue. We're gonna get a haircut, and I'm also just nervous because I'm going to a new salon because we obviously moved. So I don't know, I'm just really nervous for some reason, but I'm also excited because I have been postponing this for a very long time. So we're gonna go to the hairdresser. Hi guys, I came home and I wanted to give you a little update on my hair. Right now, I still need to pack my things because we're actually going to our parents' house for the next couple of days. So I have quite a lot that I need to bring because I'm definitely not a light packer. So I just prepped some food for tomorrow because I'm going into the office, and then after that we're going straight to my grandparents and then my other granddad because it's his birthday tomorrow. And Friday and Saturday we're going to be at Job's parents because it's their wedding anniversary, so they're throwing a party. And then we're only coming home on Sunday, and on Friday I'm actually going to the hairdresser again because I go to the hairdresser like once or twice a year. Most of the time it's twice a year, but the past few years I just haven't really given it a lot of priority. I used to actually have like very bright blonde hair, and over the years it has gotten a lot darker, and I love doing highlights, but they're honestly quite expensive. And back in my hometown, it actually wasn't that expensive, and I always really liked how they did it. And I once went to a new hairdresser in November 2024, and I absolutely hated my hair for months. It was just terrible. I wanted long layers, and they cut layers until like here at the back of my head, and whenever it would dry after I took a shower, it was just, oh my god, it looked horrendous, if I can say that. So what I got done today is actually long layers, and this time actual long layers. And the hairdresser was actually super kind. It was actually really nice to just chat with her, and she kind of really understand what I wanted. So I got long layers all over my hair. And as I mentioned, I hadn't been to the hairdresser in almost exactly a year, and I was very scared that the ends were very dead, but in the end she actually only cut off like this much, and it's still pretty long, which I'm very happy with because my hair used to not really grow very fast, and right now it still doesn't grow very fast, but it's finally getting a bit longer. And then in the front I also got like the face framing layers, and I love it, but I was a little bit scared because I usually put all of my hair in a ponytail, and I was kind of scared that it wouldn't fit in a ponytail. I actually haven't tested it, but I think it fits pretty well. So I'm very happy that she didn't really cut off a lot of hair because I don't know, that one time at the hairdresser in November 2024 kind of just traumatized me, and I just really didn't want to go back to the hairdressers. So I just postponed this for a very long time, but now today I'm very happy that I finally did it because I really like how it looks. On Friday I'm going to my usual hairdresser to get highlights, and yeah, I'm just excited to be a little bit more blonde again because, as I said, I used to be so bright blonde, and now my natural hair color is getting so dark. And actually, it was really funny because I showered this morning after my run, and then I just let it dry naturally, but I always hate how that looks because it's kind of just very kind of like puffy. And I sat there and she was like, "Do you have curly hair?" And I was like, "No." And she was like so convinced that I can have curly hair, which is so crazy. No one has ever said that to me, and I don't even know if I would want to have curly hair, but she told me to try it with a diffuser when it's wet because she was very convinced that I had curly hair. I don't know, but I might just have to try it sometime for fun, but we'll see. Right now I'm gonna go pack my things. I actually haven't worn this Suzanne cardigan in a very long time, but it's honestly so comfortable. Yeah, I'm just gonna go grab all of my things and then go to bed because my alarm goes off at 5:30 tomorrow morning for the office, so I can tell that I really need to sleep. And I'm always so sad when I have to leave my little apartment because I just want to stay here, but I can't. We'll be back on Sunday, and then we're actually probably gonna have like a very chill day on Sunday, like just a chill Sunday at home, which I'm very excited for. So hopefully we can recover from the 16-kilometer run that I have to do on Saturday then, but we'll see. I feel so nervous about so many different things. Like getting these highlights, I've done it before, like it's not anything special, but for some reason I'm always scared that somehow it just goes wrong. And like the 16-kilometer run I'm nervous for, and just, I don't know, at this point I'm just feeling super nervous about everything in my life. So yeah, we'll see. But right now I'm gonna pack and then go to bed. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm super excited to be making videos again, so hopefully you're gonna come along with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.